Welcome back here. Let's play Hot Wheels World Race. Road racing alongside robots. So I just want to see real quick what the actual stats are for Golden Arrow. More high speed and grip with low acceleration. Why are these the cars I'm getting lately? They're all like this. Oh dear. There are some cars that are the opposite. Like, Slingshot's not that. It's the opposite. Which is kind of strange, because that's the opposite of its stats in the GBA version. Just strange. Anyways. Golden cars in space. So I guess even if 16 Angels is a member of that mythical Golden Tetrad that usually always associates with itself here with little in the way of company of Golden Companions, with the exception of Bedlam, who we haven't been seeing for some reason. I've seen Bedlam in a race, in Quick Race before when I was setting up the texture replacements, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, I'd like to see both Golden members in one tournament at some point. At some point we might actually start like cherry picking tournaments, like restarting tournaments multiple times just to get a favorable turnout of cars. If we want to have one particular car compete against another, for instance. Things like that. For instance, if we do play as Bedlam, that being Jester, then we might want to have Golden, might want to have 16 Angels in it just so they can both race together. Something like that. We'll see. Alex. This time Alex is staying ahead. I believe that's Alex, yep. This time Alex is staying ahead. Not for long. Alright, though. Let's get this one thing we missed. No, maybe not. Let's not get that one thing we missed. It's fine. We have nothing to prove here. I mean, it's not like the Golden Tetrad is exactly here, or two members of the Golden Tetrad. I guess Skevner is just kind of taking its break after having gone through the entirety of, what was it, of Track Attack, whereas 16 Angels only went through half of it after being found and revitalized as well by all the tokens that had been collected by that point. But yeah, I mean, these are already the established best racers in the universe, essentially, Golden Tetrads, so we don't need to worry about, they don't need to worry about proving themselves. They're just here to make sure things go smoothly. And smoothly they shall go. And maybe keep an eye on the newcomers. Vicky, for instance. I mean, hey, this might be a cynical thing to say, but that was Among Us pretty much this entire time. From the very beginning. That was a member of Stunt Track Challenge. A competitor. Nobody ever had the slightest idea. I mean, who knows if someone else that seems friendly and close to us, perhaps Vicky or whatever her name is also concerned for us. Or we can keep an eye on somebody new if we come across any of them, like, whoops, such as Road Rocket. Yeah, right behind me. We'll worry about them when we get to it. 40 something, man. And there's Alex doing his thing again. Yes, I guess there's just nobody in particular that is Overboard right now. I don't think I decided to replace Overboard with anyone once I said it wasn't the professor. I'm just trying to think. Unless you had one character that was driving multiple cars in this game, which would be kind of weird, because then you'd have the accidental possibility of both those cars bringing the same race. Which probably won't be the best. Why do I have fewer chances to retry than before? Oh no, you only get 2 in total here in this league. Forgot we were in the Veteran League. And we're still right now doing tracks we've done before. That's the thing. But this is also a car that you're probably not going to want to try to use to get all the pickups in each track. Darn it! You're going to have to wait and see who gives us that opportunity. Alright. Okay, so let's be more careful with... And you only barely make 2 rotations there. I was thinking, let's be careful and not overdo the rotations here. I basically did the minimum there. Wasn't trying to be greedy. Just staring at overboard 454, wondering who it might be. Presumably somebody from Stunt Track Challenge. Not Stunt Track Challenge, somebody from... Darn it, slowing me down. Ow. Presumably somebody from Velocity X, I don't know who it would be. It's interesting, Alex just start out fast. In first, and then end very differently. I guess Alex is just trying out different takes on this technique. That seemed to be holding... I don't remember if that was actually starting out in front or then falling back behind or not. Or just being in the back the whole time. The suspension looks a little janky on 454 right now. Shoo. Things getting covered on the screen. Okay. Not the best. I don't care about getting all the pickups here, so I'll just do this jump on the left here. I don't remember, does this jump actually let you use boost or not? I don't think boost does anything on that jump. I think it's an auto boost jump. It sounded like it was, because I'm pretty sure I heard the boost sound when I went on it. Jumps where you automatically use boost on them will actually make the boost sound. And now suddenly Alex is in first. Alex is just trying to switch it up, I guess. I don't think much suspicious happening yet, though. Aside from the standing is changing a lot. It's kind of weird. Really suddenly. Don't know why that is. It's interesting. Judging around Storm, I mean, I fear that he would be less talented than than any competitor on Star Trek Challenge, but he's actually pretty okay. I guess he did compete himself now that I think about it. He's pretty in middle of the road, it seems like, as far as Star Trek Challenge competitors go. Which, of course, I guess compared to the other cars that you were seeing and say, maybe not beat that, but in Track Attack, that's why he seemed a little bit less impressive then, because he had higher standards that he was being compared against. Kind of like how Danny was way out of his league when he was around the likes of Vert and Twin Mill. Speaking of which, we saw Vert and Twin Mill a lot earlier in the last few tournaments. I don't know what that was. This is the track that I would always practice, or that I would always do, that I always slowed for testing out texture hacks. So this is, aside from just being really simple in the first place, man, that cornering is not what it needs to be. This is a really comfortable track for me. It's just really short. The reason I'd always choose this one is because it's the first track you can select. Also, this is another area with a theme that doesn't really seem to correspond to any teams. It's interesting. Darn. And staying hold as a memorably golden tetrad would be expected to do. If putting in an effort, at least. It's also pretty easy to get boost mode on this level, I find. Not that it's tough on most levels, but some levels you only have like one jump in the entire track. Then you need to do a flawless run to make that sort of thing happen. Does this game make the same sound when you're in the air before you land that Star Trek Challenge does? I can't quite tell. So, it sounds like there are more sound effects over top of it. I'll listen closely right here. Let's see. I think so, but I think it starts later and gets cut off sooner. Oh well. Don't need all the pickups here. And Alex is suddenly pulling ahead everywhere. It's interesting. Everyone has their own goals and reasons for being here and all that. You see a lot of variety in terms of justifications for everybody's varying performances. Oh, it's trying to look fine. Yeah, so suddenly Alex is always beating out 40-something. But 40-something is doing just fine. As it always has been. 40-something has been a pretty serious racer lately. I don't know why. It's interesting. New record, again. Jeez. We'll do one more race. That'll be it for the episode. And 6 more races left. It's crazy how long these tournaments last now, though. I'm only going to be able to do, like, I guess 2. Maybe. Yeah. About 2 per recording session, it's feeling like. Which means, when we get to Elite Leagues, it's going to take a while to get through. That means we're going to have a lot of time to see each group we get. But that also means it'll be particularly important to have a good group of cars, good group of contestants in each league. Later on, when we get into the Elite Leagues. Game's slowing down for some reason. Don't know why. I don't think it's usually laggy. I can feel the lag here. It's weird. Why is it being laggy? I missed one of the pickups trying to dodge that boost pad. Yeah, it's weird. Why is it being slow now when it wasn't before? This track was never slow before. Not that I remember. And I would know it. Like, this is the point where I can actually feel it in the gameplay. Decent bit. Now it's okay. Who knows? It might be good to hit the boost pads there. I'm not sure. Because I think boost pads keep you at... Yeah, they actually keep you at 200 miles per hour for a short period of time. So if you would be at 200 miles per hour when you hit the pad and then very briefly slow down afterwards, or very quickly slow down afterwards. That's interesting. You actually rotate either way, so get points for it. Kind of like in Velocity X, actually. Or it's not like the total rotation that matters, it's just like each degree you rotate generates points. I think specifically the number of degrees in that game, actually, if I remember right. Yeah, so it might be slightly better, like marginally, to the boost pad there. Oh man, they're right behind me! These guys are crazy with their... how closely they follow you. I don't need those other 25 pickups. We already got everything here. This place is being cleaned, licked, sucked, whatever, dry. Milk dry. Whatever verb you want. That happens to also work with the word dry. But no worry about tokens here. You already got everything here. Actually, it would have been good for me to not hit boost at that time because I was in boost mode, so I would have actually maintained a higher speed. Yeah, Alex, suddenly you're doing that. Don't know why. He's changing up his ideas, his tactics. He's trying out everything to see what that was doing. If there's a reason behind it. Of course, that might have just been doing absolutely nothing for no reason. Trying to throw us off, but we have enough cars that we can devote some of ourselves to that sort of thing. Which seems to coincidentally be our most elite, but it's fine. There's that Scorch's car who we never know about. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels Road Race. Alex is moving up. Second. Not first this time. See you then, guys.